You know, a wedding day, there could be a lot going on. We're getting dressed and driving and all those things. And as we get off our treadmill and stop here and come into this moment of really important human ritual, I'm just going to invite us all to ground ourselves with a nice big breath. And as we take that breath, I'm going to ask you to tap into your hearts and find the love that resides there. Find that love that you hold in your hearts and let that love flow. Find that love, especially that you hold in your hearts for Megan, and let that love flow. Find also that love that you hold in your hearts for Drew, and let that love flow as well. And while you're there, acknowledge the love in your own lives, perhaps love that you have known, or love that you know today, or maybe even the love that you someday shall know. For today is a wedding day, and it is a day to carve out some space and some time and to reflect on those things that really, really do matter. And in our increasingly noisy world, Megan and Drew, the two of you, have given all of us here that gift today, that gift of stopping and reflecting and remembering that it really is love that guides all of us. And I know that we are all so grateful that we can know it. So this afternoon, I invite us all to feel that spirit and energy of love in our hearts as we witness and partake in the beauty and power of two people committing their lives to one another. Now, the way we meet the one we are to marry is always something to remember, right? For there we were, two people living our lives on our journey, and then it happens. We connect. Now, your connection happened in that most 21st century way via online profiles on Hinge. And chalk up another one for Hinge. After flirting a bit over the app, your schedules were busy, but they finally allowed for a first date, and off you went to Tap Savvy. And that saw Drew winning Megan over with topics like street tacos and cold beer, national parks, and love for his family. And Megan was winning Drew over with her love for outdoors and adventure, her conversational skills, and her eyes, which evidently you'll have to ask them about that. Was something special on the relational horizon? Indeed it was. Indeed it was. And you kept wanting more and more and more of each other's company, and you had it. And after a while, something switched. Something awakened deeply in both of your hearts, and you realized this relationship feels different. This relationship feels good, and this relationship feels right. And the romantic energy between you also had been ignited, right? Those flames of passion were lit. Your eyes seeing the other's beauty, your ears hearing the other's heartbeat, and your lips tasting the other's sweet, sweet kisses. You were seeing ever deeper into each other's souls and perhaps connecting in profound ways and perhaps recognizing the person you wanted to fill in those spaces you needed to feel whole. And you could breathe that sigh of relief. I found you. I found you. So Megan and Drew, when you think about it, you two have certainly traveled a long way on your independent paths, yet here you are, right? It is February 23rd, 2025, a day you have had on your calendar for quite a while now. And here you are at your wedding altar, embraced by your large and loving community of family and friends, this beautiful, beautiful garden, these majestic pecan trees above us, and then our ridiculously blue Arizona skies. Really, what a place, and what a day you two have chosen to be married. And while there have been many wonderful times and beautiful days since your meeting, your relationship has also been built on some hard work and some compromise and dedication to the relationship. But thanks to your healthy and open communication, you have been able to, and you will continue to be able to deal with whatever life brings you, both the good and the challenging. You have proven that to be true already. So today, dear guests, I see two beautiful people deeply, deeply connected. For Megan, when you think about it, there is no more Megan without Drew in your life. And Drew, there is no more Drew without Megan in yours. You two have become that intertwined. And so you are taking this next step into marriage, and it is a life chapter you are both overjoyed to be starting together, and you are confident that you have the skills and the temperament to make this marriage successful. So the time is definitely right. Your relationship has long passed the dating phase, and you are ready to begin calling each other those richest and most beautiful and most awesome and meaningful of words, right? My husband, my wife. Drew and Megan, will you welcome and choose Megan as your wife? Will you welcome and choose Drew as your husband? Will you, Drew? That's fine. Will you, Drew? Oh, there's more. You're going to be promising. Will you, Drew, promise that during your life together, you will help Megan maintain a warm and peaceful home? Will you, Megan, promise that during your life together, you will help Drew maintain a warm and peaceful home? Will you promise to live with her in truth, to respect her, to treasure her, to be by her side in all things life presents to you, be they blissful or sorrowful, and to love and cherish her always? Will you promise this from the depths of your heart and for all the days of your life? Will you promise to live with him in truth, to respect him, to treasure him, to be by his side in all things life presents to you, be they blissful or sorrowful, and to love and cherish him always? Will you promise this from the depths of your heart and for all the days of your life?